Now, I'll start off by saying that October was the month where we had a huge number of deliverables. We got mainnet launched, and we also launched the booster sale. So, October was an outlier from a spending perspective. Our spending was much higher than typical months in October because we just had to have additional resources in order to get these two main things done. So, also in October, we had prior pending costs that we had to, pending liabilities rather, that we had to take care of. So we took care of that. So basically, our salaries that we had pending was 9,500, and we had 29,500 in the last period. Now, what I like to do in this here is to present these numbers to you. And as I said, at the end of my deck is a link, so you can go back and study these numbers, do the math, whatever, etc., and then ask questions. But the main costs here were the one-time expenses on the bottom two rows, which is we had mainnet and booster app divided into two parts, into two tranches, if you will, and so we paid off those. So the goal here was to essentially wipe the slate on all prior spending, which we've done now, and now moving forward, we are going to go according to the DAO governance charter. We're going to follow those rules, and that is why it's ultra important that we get these two community reps in place and we have the Senate formed so that we can have signing authority, etc., before the 15th. So the 15th is when we have the next payroll. So I want to make sure that the full Senate, the 9-member Senate, is in place at that time, and we activate the protocols for spending starting that day and moving forward. Uh, I'll just let you know that there is one possible outlier cost that might come up between now and then, and it is mission critical. So, and that is related to the PR firm. As I said, we are working with the PR firms on the the program, in order to get the word out to other communities. We don't have the final budget on that, the final cost on that yet. But once we have the invoice on that and the proposal, we'll submit it to the current signing team, and they can review it and they can potentially approve it. So that is the only outlier I envision between now and November 15th that would be outside the protocol that I talked about. And that is to benefit us. It's for the boosters sales, and it is only going to benefit us. And we could wait until the 15th, but it doesn't make sense to lose 10 days when we could have people promoting the project in that space.